Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Manon Soraru, a junior from Mulhouse, France, who has been named the Sooner Athletic Conference Volleyball Attacker of the Week 4 times this season. And Manon, you were named a team captain by your teammates before the season started. What does that mean to you, and what are the duties attached to that?
So at first, I was a little surprised, my teammates chose me, but I didn't realize the influence I had on them at the beginning. But I'm feel very proud. I'm trying to do my best every day in practice and in games. I try to support them as much as I can, but also show them we have to work hard every day. Being a captain is also the link between the coach and my teammates, so they know they can come talk to me if they need to, and they rely on me like I rely on them also.
What brought you here to OCU?
Sometimes I feel like OCU choose me more than I choose OCU. I had to leave my first school in Missouri. So I made 300 different schools, and OCU was one of the one who emailed me back. So I guess the connection between Coach Steele and me was better than with the others, and he convinced me. The way he told me about his goals and his involvement in volleyball, convinced me, I guess, and I'm glad I feel so much happier here, and yeah.
What were some things that you had to adjust to moving here to the United States and specifically to Oklahoma?
First, it was the food. It was really hard for me at the beginning because it's so much different. Practice every day. It's been a while, and I didn't practice every day, being on time in practice, being involved in practice every day. That was one of the difference, I would say, with volleyball in France. Also, people here are really friendly. Even if you don't know them, they say hi, how are you? They get to know you. But for me, it was kind of weird at the beginning because I was like, why are you talking to me? I don't know you. So at the beginning, it was okay, well, why not? But yeah, no, it's different. It's a different culture.
The team has added 2 other international players this year in Mariana Biela-Burke and Sanja Vojnovic. What do you feel like you've done to help acclimate them to kind of American volleyball and the culture around OCU?
Mm-hmm. I knew Sanja before because we played together the first year in Missouri. So she didn't need my help to acclimate to America, and plus she's a good player. She leads the group very, very well. So she did kind of on herself about Mariana. She speaks the same language like Sanja, so I think Sanja helped her more than me. But she knows if she needs anything, I'll be here for her, of course.
How did you learn English?
It was hard at the beginning when I came, but I learned English in high school like you do here. It's not really good, but you think you know English, but as soon as you come in America, you realize no, your English is so bad. So the first 3 months was really hard for me. But you had to communicate with the coach. You had to understand English in class. You had to understand everything. So I just start to watch movies in English, read in English, and talk as much as I could to get used to.
What's your major here at OCU?
I'm a management major.
So what kind of career goals do you have when volleyball's over?
I kind of want to go back to Europe, not especially to France, but to Europe at least. And I would like to open my own business kind of in the sports management area. So I don't know yet exactly, but my long-term goal would be this, open my own business.
All right, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Manon Soraru. The Stars will start postseason play soon. You can follow their progress on OCUsports.com.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at naia.org.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to volleyball coach Kyle Steele. The Stars getting ready to start postseason play in the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament. Coach, your team experienced a set of firsts this year. First time as regular season conference champions and also finished the season undefeated in conference play. What have those two steps done for the program?
Number one, they got us to the national tournament, which was our goal all along. I think that's probably the most important thing. I think we felt like we had a good chance for that last year, and then had some things happen, and also things we didn't take care of on our end as far as being prepared for some of the matches late in the year. And I think it's a big step we took this year in preparing for every team the exact same way. Whether we feel like we should, put a dominating performance out there, or whether we knew it was going to be a fight that night. This team has been really good about preparing, and I think that showed when you go 18-0 in the league. It's not easy to win in any league, and especially when you do it home and away against everybody in our league. I think that is a big step for us, and we've had a lot of support in the process. We've had a lot of alumni coming back to practices, showing up in Dallas at some of our matches. I think they're excited about the progress of OCU volleyball, so it's been really cool to see a lot of the old alumni come back and really support the program this year.
Individually, you've had 6 Attacker of the Week awards, 4 by Manon Soraru and 2 by Mariana Bieleberg. Tell us about those two.
That's kind of where we start offensively, although we are playing a lot more balanced than we ever have this year. If you look at just in our conference statistics right now, we have 3 of the top 4 in the entire league in hitting percentage right now. So we've had a really balanced attack, but it started Manon's like 2nd or 3rd in the country in hitting percentage at right over 3 kills a set. Mariana's right over 3 kills a set, and she, hitting right about 275. But you look at her since conference play started, she's actually bumped up to about 360. So, and then we've had Fia has been really good offensively for us too, as well as Holly's been efficient at times, and Stephanie and Shekinah both have played well at times on the outside. So it's, those two are kind of our, when we need a point, we're probably going to go to one of those two. But at the same time, I feel like we can go anywhere with the ball right now, as balanced as we are.
Your back row's been impressive too. Danny Chase has taken a Defender of the Week award. You mentioned Stephanie Nell on the attacking side. She's pretty versatile. She's a good one on the back row too. So how about your defense this year?
I'm really impressed with the progress on defense, because we were not a great blocking team early. We have gotten better in the last month, and I think we're going to even improve still going forward this season. But Danny is probably not going to win a bunch of awards with the numbers that she has, but she is perfect for our system. She's been nails in serve receive. I'm glad that she won that Attacker of the Week award, because it was, I feel like she is the best libero in our conference. But the way that we run our system, you see a lot of other teams put that player in middle back, where it seems to get a lot of the off-speed balls and a lot of the balls that are filling holes, which seems to be where our conference tends to hit the ball a whole lot. But we actually run some of our offense out of the middle of the court in the back row, with Stephanie and Shekinah having good arms. And so sometimes she doesn't get as many balls, and I think people are scared to hit over there too. That's part of it. And so, and her numbers probably not what she wants them to be, but she has been awesome for us in our system, and a big part of why we're 18-0 in the league. And then Stephanie and Shekinah both in that middle back position are very, very good at reading the ball, stepping into holes when they need to, and then go ahead and add in some offense out of the back row too. So we have come a long way defensively, but those three have been solid all season long. So.
You got a very young team this year. No seniors on the roster, and you've mentioned a couple of your contributors, sophomores Fia Fa'ani and Shekinah Clark. Tell us how those two have kind of come into their own in their second year.
I think it's just, as a freshman, you're just trying to survive. When you come in and you have 3 weeks of practice and you got to play your first match, there's not a whole lot of adjusting that goes on as far as being nitpicky in techniques. And, we want to get freshmen in the best mindset where they can go, at least if they have to contribute, go try to contribute. And so, there's ups and downs as freshmen, but when we get a spring with them and we get to train them the way we want to train them, and they're understanding their roles a lot better this year. I think that's and their personalities are starting to show on the court as well, which is kind of hard for a freshman to come in and have be yourself on the court when there's a bunch of older kids around and you're just trying to survive in college. So I think them allowing them to kind of be themselves has really established their roles on the team, and you've seen the results from it. Offensively, Fia's been great. She's still a great block, and Kyna's kind of just doing everything for us right now. She's digging a bunch of balls. She's played that outside spot on nights and blocking the ball well, and really can't ask for much more. So.
In the middle, you've got Holly Randall, who, in addition to contributing on the court, has above a 4-point grade point average in the classroom. Tell us about her involvement on campus and how seriously she takes her studies here.
Very seriously. We always joke that if you can't find Holly, just take a look in the library. She's probably in there somewhere. But she's also our SGA vice president currently, and so. She's very involved, political science major, probably going to go to law school. Anytime I want any advice politically or about politics or what happened at the debate last night, Holly's my go-to. She's always got the scoop on everything. So, in addition to being really, really good on the court for us this year, she's very involved in multiple areas of campus, which is not only awesome for her but awesome for us because we get to brag about her and claim her as a volleyball player. So.
You'll host the first game in the conference tournament and then move into postseason play after that. Tell us what the team's mindset is as we go into the conference tournament and then the nationals.
I think, we've been preaching postseason mindset. Even the last couple of games of the regular season, once we clinch, our mindset's got to be a little bit different. The tournament's going to be a little bit different. Beating these teams, beating anybody 3 times in the same season, 3 times in a row is really, really tough. So I think, our mindset has changed that we're going to have to be better even than we have been. Even though we're undefeated, we're going to have to be better. And then using this time to prepare us, since we know, we've clinched that berth to at least an opening round game in the national tournament, using this time to get ready for that and using these matches to prepare ourselves defensively and then adding some things to our offense, trying to get ready for the national tournament, because our ultimate goal is to succeed there, and we've done a good job of getting ourselves there, but we've switched our mindset. Practices have been a little bit more intense. I've been probably a little bit more gripey lately, but I think they understand why, and they've responded really well, and we've had some really, really good breakthroughs in the last 2 weeks in practice, so we're excited to go have a chance to win this tournament and hopefully host it next year when we will have a lot of seniors, since we don't have any this year. I think that's a big plus for us, but I think also they want that 0 in the loss column in conference play this year. I think they're motivated for that. So, I hope we can produce that on the court and take what we've been doing in practice and put it on the court this weekend.
All right, we're talking to volleyball coach Kyle Steele. The Stars get underway in postseason play. You can follow them on OCUsports.com.